Hello, good day. So today I will be presenting about cooperative venturing. I am Engineer John Leonard M. Constantino and today is September 25, 2021. Companies today are operating in an increasingly complex world. Rapid technological changes, digital disruptions, and unforeseen shocks such as the COVID-19 pandemic and are making the business environment more unpredictable, dynamic, and interconnected. How can companies ensure such success and continued growth in these times of great change? To accelerate innovation and leverage growth opportunities, forward-thinking firms are increasingly turning to corporate venturing, finding funding, and then nurturing and ultimately monetizing new businesses through exit or integration into parent company's core business processes. Put simply, corporate venturing is providing companies a new and more robust mechanism to stay ahead of the curve. So when we say corporate venturing, corporate venturing is a common innovation and growth strategy in which larger, more established company enter into a joint venture with small, innovative players in the market. Backing for corporate startups can be accomplished through several tools including incubators, accelerators, or the development of external or internal innovation units. Cooperative joint ventures allow for more flexible agreements between the joint venture parties. In cooperative joint ventures, companies have the choice to organize themselves as a limited liability company or as a non-legal person in which the partners are subject to unlimited liability. This means that the partners are entirely liable for losses the joint venture may occur. So in practice, the majority of cooperative joint ventures are set up as limited liability companies. So what can corporations gain from corporate venturing? Corporate venturing is the key to speeding up innovations and financial growth in a rapidly changing market driven disruptive startups. So we have the benefits of corporate venturing. First one is the speed. So many large corporations are too slow to react and innovate. It can be challenging to move quickly with traditional corporate schemas and a strong bureaucratic structure in place. The time and effort it takes can be colossal with no reward in sight. On the other hand, as a corporate venture, your agile team can explore new opportunities with more freedom because they're independent, they can stay lean, act quickly, and explore new options ahead. Best of all, loss speedboats represents a relatively small loss and are easier to move forward from. Number two, we have the new core business opportunities. The opportunity to operate freely also enables corporations to explore options outside their core business. Many fresh ideas in corporations are written off as irrelevant because it's not our core business. The problem is that it leaves these companies clinging to outdated activities that could soon be taken over by disruptive startups. The third one, we have a broader market window. When scouting out for the future, discovering new options, companies are forced to gradually learn about new and emerging markets. A wider market window is simply more ground to cover, requiring your employees to broaden their vision and gain new insights that can also be applied to your current market. Although this sounds like a challenge, it actually nurtures curious mindset that allows your team to see the bigger picture. Having a broader window will also help your business better serve the needs of your customer tomorrow. And number four, we have low risk and high reward. All of the above basically brings us back to the risk reward paradox. The main benefit here being a substantial reduction of risk. Launching new ideas to the market suddenly goes fast, becomes cheap, and leaves room to adjust and pivot easily if needed. While the reward, a higher chance of executing an idea that strengthens your business remains. We have 16 different types of ventures. So there are 16 different types of ventures that corporate entity can use. Stand up will increase innovation culture and others can strengthen relationship with startups. So number one, we have the what we call corporate venture capital. Many corporations use equity investments to target startups' strategic interests. For example, we have in 2019 the Spotify raised 115 million from Sweden's largest phone carrier, Telia Sonera, in exchange for 1.4% stake in the company. The partnership ignited a joint innovation agenda in areas like media distribution, customer insights, data analytics, and advertising. Number two, we have mergers and acquisition. Established firms purchase startups or young companies and their commercial ready products in order to access new technologies or markets. This, for example, in 2014, Facebook acquired WhatsApp for 19 billion. So why? The answer is probably for user growth. And over 500 million people use WhatsApp monthly at the time and added more than 1 million users per day. Number three, we have corporate accelerators. Corporate accelerators offer highly structured programs that typically last no more than 3 months. These programs provide startups that do not yet have proven products or services with the facilities, resources, and expertise needed to speed up their product development and time to market. In 2015, Rainbird was the only British company selected for the Mastercard Start Path 6-month program. Mastercard ended up partnering with Rainbird to implement their artificial intelligence technology. For 3D, corporate accelerator partnership, offer the same advantages as regular corporate accelerator programs, except they're run in partnership with third parties that have the blueprints for the program. Number four, corporate incubators. Corporate incubator programs include mentoring and value-added services to support entrepreneurs in building viable market-ready ideas. A corporate incubator starts even before the idea is created. A great example is that the Coca-Cola Founders platform, which empowers startups from scratch to scale up, like Home Eat Home. The startup success is a win for Coca-Cola as an investor because it gives them access to new markets and let them leverage their assets in new ways. For B, in-house incubators. In-house incubators functions as startups within a corporate setting. Team of in-house innovators or entrepreneurs convene for short projects during the which they rapidly prototype new products or services with the aim of market testing, minimum viable product. In-house incubator do not involve the R&D department. Number five, we have the venture development studios. Venture development studio or startup studio company builder or venture builder is a structure that creates startups based on shared resources and a multidisciplinary team. It provides what is known as startup as a service. Number six, strategic partnership. Alliance between established corporations and startups can take many forms, including the co-development of products or services. Like for example, we have the 2015, the Adidas partner with the Spotify to launch Adidas Go. The app works with a runner's iPhone to match their favorite music to their workout. Next is we have another type of venture. Here is we have the hackathons. Hackathon is a focus workshop where software developers come together to collaboratively find technological solutions to a corporate innovation challenge. Number eight, acquihires. Acquihires is the process acquiring a company to recruit its employees without necessarily showing an interest in its product, services, or continued operations. Next is we have sharing resources, a means to grant startup access to resources while the established corporations get closer to the entrepreneurial ecosystem. Next type of ventures, we have excubators. Startup excubators enable development studios to use their own external team to carry out venture projects on behalf of a third party individual or company. Number 11, we have EIR or the entrepreneur in residence is a informal and usually temporary positions at the corporate venture capital arm of the company. The role of an EIR includes introducing organizations to new business models, technologies, and strategic partnership opportunities. Their main goal is to build bridges into the startup community. Number 12, we have an op or the challenge prize, an open competition that focuses on a specific issue, offering an incentive to field innovators who help who develop the best solution. 13, the scouting mission venture type. The established company appoints an individual within a given industry to scope out innovations opportunities in alignment with the corporate strategy. Number 14, we have the employee jurors or mentoring. The role of these team members is mainly to participate in startup competitions and spot emerging technologies or business models early. Number 15, corporate university partnerships. These partnerships consist of a collaboration between corporate R&D departments and university researchers to find promising ideas for further development and investigation. And lastly, we have the licensing. Licensing enables corporations to apply innovations developed by startups to new markets, industry sectors, and customer segments. So, how corporate venturing can be a part of your bigger innovation strategy? We have these 8 points to consider when venturing a company. So, this and the countless other corporate ventures example shows 8 to consider. Okay? So, we have number 1, the experience of others will help you with your own partnering activities. So search for the best practice examples and find out which methods the corporates use to find suitable startups and also work successfully with them. Number 2, your corporate venturing strategy must fit your corporate strategy and thus also your innovation strategy. Do not consider an investment in a startup merely as a potentially lucrative investment. Many of your own assets, such as business contacts, market access, industrial and production know how, etc., with which you can support a startup, remain unused. Number 3, we have the when partnering with startups, you should make your decisions quickly to protect your chances. This prevents one of your competitors from snatching a promising corporation partner from under your nose. So another point to consider in venturing before venturing a company, we have the working with startup should not only be worthwhile for your company. Both partners must benefit from the cooperation and otherwise it will not last long. Number 5, corporate venturing naturally involves risk. A partnership or technology or business model of a startup can also fail. Prepare your own company for such a case so you can achieve this, for example, through an innovation culture or of failure. Number 6, there must be a commitment at the highest management level to work with startups. Even if you have small budget, such as affiliate programs cannot run under distant because several departments of your company are always involved in a successful cooperation. So cooperative venturing is also a very high profile area. Number 7, stand by your decision even in case of difficulties. And number 8, lastly, make sure that both partners learn as much as possible from each other. Corporate benefit not only from the technology or solution the startups have developed, you can also learn something from founding teams when it comes to error culture, spirit, and agility. So conversely, startups need support in many areas such as sales, marketing, market access, industrial scale manufacturing, and etc. An information system on which the know-how is stored in a well-structured way is the best suited for this. exchange. So that will be all for cooperative venturing, and thank you for listening.